Well, let's call the meeting to order. Can I get a motion to begin the meeting?
I'll make a motion to begin the meeting.
Great. Can I have a second?
I'll second that.
Cool. So thank you. We can at least open up. I threw in public forum at the beginning because I didn't know how many people would be showing up from the public or anything like that, but I wanted to make room for that, given we only have two official agenda items for this interim meeting here. So we'll consider this the public forum. Like Tanya's joining. Terrific. Hi, Tanya.
Hey there.
Good to see you. Thanks for joining.
No problem.
We're just waiting for Kevin. Does anybody happen to have Kevin's phone? He mentioned he would be able to make it. Dustin, how did the game go?
Oh, look. My son's team, they won. So they have a quarterfinal tomorrow in Linden.
Lyndon, got it. Right
Yeah,
on.
but yeah, there was a chance. We didn't know whether it could have possibly been today, but it actually just started raining now, so it's a good thing they didn't make it today.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just sending Kevin an email letting him know we're on. All right. We'll give it a couple more minutes. And at the very least, I guess I'll go through what we're here to vote on. So there's two carryover items from last week's agenda that the select board and the town hall had asked us to consider. One is an application from the town to the state of Vermont. The state of Vermont is soliciting grant applications for infrastructure projects that improve access and safety for bicyclists and pedestrians. The town wants to apply for a grant that uses that money to pay for a scoping study that will investigate what would be involved in creating or basically recreating the sidewalk on the south side of West Street from Holly Hall to Maple Street, effectively to the Village Creamy Stand. The town hall was asking if we would be interested in providing a letter of support from the committee for this so that they could attach that along with the application. I can read right now the language in the letter that I drafted for this. To the Bristol Select Board, the members of the Bristol Bicycle and Pedestrian Advisory Committee are writing this letter to voice our support of the town's application for, in quotes, bicycle and pedestrian infrastructure improvements. That's the state's language, in the form of a sidewalk scoping study for the south side of West Street from Holly Hall to Maple Street. We feel that for a variety of reasons, including the lack of safe crosswalk at Maple Street, this makes sense as a way of improving the town's safe walking infrastructure. Submitted by BPAC chairman. And so we vote on this, get it approved. I will submit this on behalf of the committee. The second one was an ask from the select board. This is another grant-oriented initiative that we submit a formal ask for and I want to get the language right here, for an accessible pedestrian signal placed at the intersection of North Street and Spring / Pleasant rather. I asked if they wanted any other intersections attached to this, including the one at the opposite end where it crosses Liberty. They clarified, no, they just would like a formal proposal submitted for that North Street intersection so that they could similarly attach it to a grant to pay for it. For anybody that doesn't know, I think everybody's familiar with the accessible pedestrian signals, but they're the exact same thing that we first installed on East Street, down across from the bank, crossing over to the south side of effectively Main Street. And then followed up with a similar one that goes across from the hub, the rec fields, over to the new fire station. So these are the two things that we were hoping to get everybody together to vote on so that we could push it forward. With Kevin not here, we are still under quorum, and I mean, I didn't want this meeting to run more than 15 minutes, so I'll be here for another 5 minutes. If you'll all just be patient, it should only take a couple minutes to actually vote on those things. Should Kevin jump on, if we get to 7:15 and he doesn't come on, the meeting's over. We'll call it at that point. Okay, is everybody okay with that?
Yep.
I'm with that.
Cool, thank you. Thanks for your patience. And again, thanks for the flexibility in jumping on a week after our initial formally scheduled meeting. We'll just, yeah, we'll wait out the 5 minutes here. And then as just a reminder from last week, it's nice that we have a couple, they're not quite, well, I guess they're to be considered shovel-ready projects to discuss that will kind of sit in or be surrogates for other initiatives that we want to do. A reminder that they are planning on repaving Pine Street at some point mid to late summer this year after they're finished with any other repairs that they're going to do to the road in general. I've been getting emails from people forwarding effectively like ideas for traffic calming, again, similar to the ones that the select board had originally approved, which were the advisory lanes. I was just in Burlington an hour ago and got to travel some of the side streets that from a traffic perspective are similar to the amount of traffic that Pine Street in Bristol gets that use the advisory lanes. I've also had photos from other towns in Vermont that have advisory lanes, and it's pretty interesting. They did these on streets, and again, this is in Burlington. They did these on streets that didn't have formal dividing lines down the middle and were previously running as bidirectional roads. But at the same time, when you look at them, they never had shoulders painted on them. They never had bike lanes painted on them of any kind, but they also didn't have a dividing lane, a yellow dividing lane. So my guess there is that they chose advisory lanes because the road itself, and I'm talking right now about Industrial Parkway, which is a heavily traveled road, is I would assume not wide enough to be considered a 2-lane road, a bidirectional 2-lane road. And that if they were to put bicycle lanes on there wouldn't actually be enough. That it would show what that actually looks like. We have Jessica Teach joining us right now, our former member and current select person. Hi, Jessica.
Hello.
Jessica, we're just running out the clock here. One of our members has not shown up yet. And so just to bring you up to date, I've apprised everyone on the call of the 2 agenda items that we're trying to vote on tonight. One is the sidewalk scoping study for grant application, or a letter of support for that to the select board. And I'll note to everyone that the application itself is due June 16th, I believe, is what Valerie told me. And the other agenda item that we were to vote on is a formal proposal to the select board for an accessible, or pardon me, again, I want to get an accessible pedestrian signal at the intersection of North Street and Spring/Pleasant. So I've got those teed up. We're just waiting for Kevin to jump on. If we get to 7:15 and he's not on, we're gonna
Don't-
call it.
Don't we have a contact sheet with cell phones?
If we do,
I thought we did in the beginning, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was just email.
you might not, I'm not saying you're wrong. I will look at our documentation and see. Tanya, I'm not finding anything. We do have a liaison list that we created for people in other areas, but we only have a few things there. I'm looking, let me see. I'm just searching the cloud share that we have. And I don't see phone in anything. Oh, hold on. We do have one. So if somebody, I don't have a phone with me right now. I'm going to let's see the best way to put this. I'm gonna put this in the chat. Could somebody call Kevin if I put this in the chat? Okay.
I'm zooming in from my phone, so if you private message me in the chat, the number I'll call it.
Okay, I just threw it in the chat.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Chris, can you text that to me? Oh wait, never mind. It's in, okay, I found the chat finally, thank you. It showed up and as I was typing it, it disappeared on me. 8182.
Well, I'm back. I tried to call it. I got voicemail.
Got it.
Lost the meeting for a moment when I tried to end the call, but
Got it.
I don't think he picked up. I got a feeling his son maybe had a little league game tonight or something. He's probably coaching third base.
Got it. Brad, did you have any luck?
I didn't get through. I left a voicemail. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that way he at least knows why I called. But
Okay.
yeah.
Got it. Gang, we're gonna call it. Could I get a motion? First of all, thank you for everyone for joining tonight. I appreciate it. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Can I get a second?
I'll second that motion.
Thank you. Brad Market, 7:19, adjourned. Everyone, sorry. I'll circulate again starting tomorrow to try to do this again early next week so that we can get this letter in time for Valerie to use it in the grant application.
Oh, thanks, everybody.
Thanks,
Thank you.
everybody. Thanks, Jim. Thanks for joining, Jessica.